In the vibrant, bustling heart of early Medina, a new society was taking root. Amidst the grand pronouncements of revelation and the fervent discussions of faith, there were figures whose impact was felt not in thunderous speeches or displays of power, but in the quiet steadfastness of their character. Our story begins with such a man, a companion whose presence was as gentle as the desert breeze, yet whose influence would shape the nascent Muslim community in profound ways. He was not born into nobility, nor did he possess great wealth, but he carried a treasure far more valuable, a heart brimming with humility and an unshakable inner peace. He arrived in Medina like many others, seeking refuge and a new beginning, his past marked by hardship and servitude. From the outset, he distinguished himself not by what he said, but by what he did, and how he carried himself. While others might jostle for position or attention, he remained in the background, observing, learning, and serving. His voice was rarely heard above a murmur, his opinions offered only when sought, and even then, with a deference that bespoke deep respect for all around him. This quiet demeanor, however, masked a profound strength and an unwavering commitment to the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad. Life in early Medina was not without its challenges. The fledgling community faced external threats, internal disagreements, and the sheer demanding task of building a just society from scratch. In these trying times, the character of individuals was tested. While some responded with assertiveness, our companion consistently met adversity with an extraordinary patience. He was often burdened with tasks others avoided, asked to resolve minor disputes, or to tend to the needs of the community's most vulnerable. Never once did he complain, never once did his kind expression falter, even under the heaviest of loads. His service was a reflection of pure, unconditional giving. He didn't seek praise, nor did he expect reward in this world. Whether it was fetching water for a thirsty traveler, mending a torn garment, or simply offering a comforting presence to someone in distress, his actions were always guided by a deep sense of humility and a desire to please Allah. The Prophet Muhammad, who knew the hearts of his companions better than anyone, would often observe this young man, his eyes reflecting a quiet admiration for a spirit so free from the ego and self-interest that often define human interactions. In moments of misunderstanding or sharp words among the companions, when tempers might flare, he was often the calming presence. He never engaged in heated arguments, nor did he ever respond to harshness with harshness. Instead, he embodied the Quranic teaching of repelling evil with what is better. A soft answer, a gentle suggestion, or simply a patient silence would often defuse situations that threatened to escalate. It was this remarkable self-control and foresight that truly set him apart, teaching everyone around him that true strength lay not in dominance, but in restraint. The Prophet Muhammad once remarked on the importance of soft speech and gentle conduct, saying that whoever is deprived of gentleness is deprived of all good. Our companion exemplified this teaching perfectly. His interactions were always imbued with respect, even for those who might not have shown him the same. He understood that true honor came from within, from the purity of one's actions, and not from external validation. This made him a living embodiment of the prophetic advice, a walking lesson in how to navigate the world with grace and compassion, regardless of one's own circumstances. Over time, his consistent character began to earn him an unparalleled trust within the community. When a delicate matter arose, requiring both discretion and absolute honesty, the Prophet Muhammad often turned to him. It wasn't his social standing or his lineage that made him the choice, but his well-established reputation for integrity, humility, and absolute trustworthiness. He never betrayed a confidence, nor did he ever seek personal gain from these responsibilities. His loyalty was to truth and justice, pure and unadulterated, a beacon for all who witnessed it. In a society that often valued lineage and material wealth, his rise in status was remarkable precisely because it was earned entirely through character. The people of Medina, initially accustomed to different measures of esteem, gradually came to see the profound value in his humility and patience. They witnessed how his gentle persistence could achieve what aggression could not, how his sincere advice carried more weight than forceful command. His actions taught them that true leadership wasn't about wielding power, but about cultivating virtues that inspire love and respect from the heart, not out of fear. One day, a new settler to Medina, feeling slighted by a misunderstanding, began to complain loudly in the marketplace, directing his frustration at several companions. His words were sharp, his tone aggressive. While others prepared to defend themselves, our companion quietly approached the man. Instead of confronting him, he listened patiently, offering a cup of water and a warm greeting. He allowed the man to vent, then calmly explained the situation with empathy, ensuring no one felt blamed. By the end, the man, disarmed by the unexpected kindness, was apologizing profusely, his anger entirely diffused. Witnessing this scene, the Prophet Muhammad smiled. A smile that conveyed profound satisfaction and affirmation. It was a moment that underscored a fundamental truth: the greatest victories are often won not on battlefields, but in the quiet chambers of the heart, through acts of unadulterated grace. The Prophet often highlighted that one of the heaviest things in the scales of deeds on the day of judgment would be good character. And in our companion, the community saw this teaching beautifully manifested, a testament to the power of a gentle soul. His home, though modest, became a refuge for anyone seeking solace or advice. The poor and needy found his door always open, his provisions shared freely. Children ran to him, knowing they would find a gentle ear and a kind word, never a scolding. Even those who had previously harbored ill will towards him found themselves drawn to his magnetic, peaceful aura. He demonstrated that true influence wasn't about demanding loyalty, but about radiating a warmth and sincerity that naturally attracts and heals. His presence was a balm to the community, a living example of mercy and compassion. Unlike many, his heart remained detached from worldly desires. He possessed only what was necessary, his focus always on the eternal. He understood that wealth and status were fleeting, but the good deeds performed with a sincere heart would endure. This detachment gave him an incredible freedom, allowing him to act purely for the sake of Allah, without any hidden agendas or personal ambitions. It was this spiritual clarity that allowed him to remain so consistently patient and humble, for his true aspirations lay far beyond the confines of this earthly life. His silence was not a weakness, but a profound strength. In a world often dominated by noise and self-promotion, he taught that wisdom often resides in listening more than speaking. When he did speak, his words were few but potent, carrying the weight of careful thought and pure intention. The companions learned to value his quiet contributions, understanding that true guidance often came not from eloquent speeches, but from the sincere example of a life lived in devotion. His quiet presence spoke volumes, a testament to the power of a heart purified by faith. Years passed, and the community of Medina flourished. Many companions went on to lead armies, govern lands, or become renowned scholars. Yet, the story of our humble companion remained a constant, gentle reminder of what truly matters. His life became a living tradition, recounted by elders to the younger generations as an example of prophetic teachings brought to life. He showed them that greatness was not solely measured by conquest or fame, but by the quiet conquest of the self, by cultivating a soul adorned with humility, patience, and profound love for humanity. His passing, whenever it came, would have been mourned deeply, for he had etched himself into the very fabric of Medina's spirit. His life was a powerful refutation of the world's common notions of power and influence. He demonstrated unequivocally that true strength emanates from an inner source, a wellspring of good character that never runs dry. His legacy transcends time, offering us a timeless blueprint for how to live a life of meaning and impact, not through domination, but through dedication to virtues that elevate the human spirit. The story of the companion who never raised his voice is a profound reminder for us all. In a world that often rewards aggression, self-promotion, and the loudest voices, his life stands as a beacon of an alternative path. It is a path where strength is measured by the gentleness of your spirit, where influence is earned through sincerity, and where respect flowers from unconditional kindness. May we all strive to embody even a fraction of his beautiful character, and in doing so, contribute to a world built on compassion and mutual respect, just as he did in the blessed city of Medina.